So my name is Shaun. I have a testimony that is concerning the forgiveness series that our man of God, Pastor Benjamin Kasancha, had taken us through.
Shaun's journey begins in a family marked by turmoil. With a father who was prolifically polygamous, his upbringing was filled with challenges that deeply affected him. For many years, he harbored resentment and bitterness, cutting off all communication with both his mother and father.
Coming from a family that was polygamous in nature really affected me in some way. Then a lot of things happened along the way that made me to view my parents in a different light. And I remember for very many years, I harbored a lot of bitterness, unforgiveness, and resentment towards my father and my mother.
But everything started to change when Pastor Benjamin began teaching about forgiveness.
So fast forward to the series on forgiveness when Pastor Benjamin was taking us through, I remember battling with thoughts of my parents that they kept on reoccurring to me as Pastor was taking us through that series.
Shaun felt a stirring in his heart, and God began to reveal to him the importance of letting go and forgiving.
And I remember Pastor gave us an instruction that if there's anyone whom you need to forgive, take a piece of paper, write down their names and begin to declare forgiveness over them.
And there may be people that he's highlighting right now. You forgive those people right now. You decide to forgive them even right now. And as you go home, you write down trespass by trespass. Yes. And of course, he helps us. He's given us the Holy Spirit. The decision is ours to make, but we have the Holy Spirit. He will highlight. And he will help us to forgive.
So that's exactly what I did. I took a paper and I wrote down my mom, I wrote down my dad, and several people whom I needed to forgive. Then I just began to release them in forgiveness.
With newfound courage, Shaun decided to break the silence. He reached out to his parents after years of no communication. What happened next was nothing short of a miracle.
And the next step that I did was to make a call, to call them and establish a sort of reconnection. So when I called, at first it was weird, it was awkward because my parents were like, wait, why now? What has happened? What has necessitated the change of mind?
Nikatoa ile sauti yangu ya kijeshi. Mimi. Wewe ni nani? Sure. Where have you been? And why now? Nikamuuliza tu kwa nini saa hii?
But the miracles didn't stop there. Shaun's choice to forgive had a ripple effect. His stepmother, moved by the change in Shaun, decided to give her life to Jesus Christ.
I decided that now that we are in good terms with my father, let me go all the way to the countryside and have a meet-up with him. So I did exactly that. And when I went home, it was received warmly. There was so much joy and happiness in the eyes of my dad. And, I took that chance and I shared the gospel with my mom, my stepmom. And I was so happy when she received Christ, courtesy of, me just sharing the love of God with her.
Today, Shaun's relationship with his family is restored. And through his story, God is forever glorified.